Hello everyone, welcome to Rainy Day Let's Play. I'm Solon, and when we last left our heroes in Sweet Fuse at your side, it seems like Saki is awoken with a fright. We are at day 3 of 7, I hope. I hope they don't extend it, extra innings. But we have survived 2 days of a very intense hostage situation. When we first picked up this game, I really wasn't expecting it to be as intense as it is, but I am absolutely enjoying it. Very similar to a roller coaster, really. Emotional roller coaster. I am riding the waves as they crest and fall. I shot up out of bed, startled awake by a bad dream. I thought we were just dreaming about, like, a pendant or something. Could have went bad. I don't know. I wasn't there for the end part. Gosh. She likes to say gosh a lot. Gosh, that was horrible. Everybody betrayed everyone else. See? This is the crap that I have been saying that this is going to happen. That's not going to be a dream. That dream was probably just my brain trying to deal with what I'd seen Shirabe and Mitarashi doing the night before. I checked the clock, it was still early. Okay. In this weird way, me and Saki are still on the same page, having nightmares about everyone betraying each other. No reply yet. Shoot. I was disappointed, but there wasn't much I could do. My uncle was in a far worse position than I was. He couldn't be expected to respond to texts quickly. Or maybe he just doesn't know how. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an old person game designer. I think he would know how to get to a text quickly. Maybe he's just not used to it. I don't know. I get in that phase where I'm like, I'm not going to pick up this text because I'll get to it later, and then I forget to. I guess that means I'll just have to handle things on my own then. With that decided, I hopped out of bed and began to get ready, but before long I heard a knock at the door. I peered through the peephole to see a piglet standing outside, so I opened the door and let him in. Aw, come on in, Mr. Strange Person, man or woman, not sure, but could be a creepy dude in a unitard standing outside your door, dressed as a pig. That's a little weird. That's really weird. I don't think I'd be so nonchalantly just allowing him into my abode. But he flailed about in something that seemed to translate to good morning, and then pulled in a room service cart. Aw, well, okay. Whatever was on it smelled incredible, and my stomach rumbled in response. So what's for breakfast? And he lifts up the thing. It's brains! No. Oh, Piglet's excited to show me. Still not talking, but it looks like he's trying to tell me something. My best guess was that my breakfast was going to be some kind of Jello-like product. It's going to be bacon, and this is going to be really awkward. I wasn't particularly excited for it, but the piglet pulled the lid off the tray with a flourish, and my eyes widened. Ah! I'd been completely wrong instead of boring Jello. Boring Jello. You're boring Jello, Saki. Delicious-looking spread of Japanese-style cooked fish, a meal fit for an emperor. Whoa, this looks great. I love Japanese food for breakfast. That's what I always eat for breakfast. Just like, gee willikers, it's morning. Hey everyone, let's have Japanese food. He replied with a thumbs up. They don't seem to mean any harm, but it's hard to tell what they're really thinking if they don't talk. Well, cool. Alright, as long as we're all enjoying this, that's fine. I was still pondering that while the piglet bowed and left the room. But really, this is a, nightmarish possible scene that has, turned up for the better. Everything's coming up Luigi for Saki. He just left when I finally realized it. That wriggling. He wasn't saying it was Jello. He was saying it was fish. Oh, so he was like, woo, and she was like, Jello? And he was like, it's fish. Swimmy, swimmy fish. I grinned and went back to eating. At last I was starting to feel like I could understand the piglets. That's actually the secret 7th dating option. You have the 6 boys, and then you have the piglets, and that is number 7. I took my time with my breakfast, and when I finally finished, it was nearly time to meet up with the others. I changed and headed down to the lobby. We're all wearing the same things that we always do, so, Good morning. Good morning to you too, Shido. Everyone was waiting in the lobby, just like the day before. Everyone that is except... Oh... Shirabe and Mitarashi aren't here yet. They were both on time yesterday. I felt my suspicions growing stronger. If I had to take a guess, I think Mitarashi is spooking on Shirabe, who is doing spooky stuff, or vice versa. But still, wish this weird feeling would go away. Something wrong, little lady? Oh, something wrong, little lady? You look a mite troubled. Ah! They're right behind me. Whoa, what the hell, kid? I don't bite, well, not for free. Thanks, Mitarashi. I spun around to see Shirabe and Mitarashi. Sorry, I was just kind of spacing out, I guess. Yeah, no kidding. You back on Earth now? Yes. Don't go too hard on her. I'm sure the young lady's got plenty on her mind. He gave me a nod, and they continued toward the sofa, where everyone else was already gathered. Found myself gazing out the window at the river beyond. They were talking about our plans for the day, but I didn't feel like joining in. I kept replaying what I'd seen Mitarashi and Shirabe doing over and over in my head. What did it mean? Is something the matter, Inafune? Oh, Urabe! Hi there. My apologies for startling you. Have I intruded? I only thought you looked rather distraught. No, I'm fine. Then I paused. Should I tell him what I'd seen? Would that make me feel better? No. Probably not. Yep, nothing wrong here. So I see, but do not feel you must exceed your limits for our sake. Your own health is paramount. He gave me a friendly little smile and turned to the others. Still, can't tell the others what's going on because we don't have any conclusive evidence, and that would just do way more damage than it would just simply help me. Just as it had the day before, the boat docked at the plaza in front of the castle. Alright, gentlemen and lady. I wonder what sort of madness our troublemaker has for us today. Something awful, of course. We talked for a bit, discussing what might happen that day, but before long we were interrupted by a voice we'd all come to dread. Good morning, everyone! I hope you all slept well! He sure seems happy today, which is a turn of events. It made me uncomfortable. He was pretty little PO'd yesterday when we last left him. What's going on? He's pretty damn cheerful. He's probably up to something. Apparently, I wasn't the only one who was suspicious. He's just excited for another day where he could possibly kill 7 people. You know, great day for us all. Actually, I've got a big surprise for all of you. I don't like the sound of that. I swallowed. You see, there's a traitor among you. That's a good game. Good game, Bo. I felt my stomach twist in my gut. My eyes flicked to Shirabe and Mitarashi before I could stop them. No, he can't be telling the truth. This has to be some kind of trick. But why would he go out of his way to say one of us is a traitor? I felt the atmosphere grow suddenly tense. I've watched enough Big Brother, the TV show with the people in the house and all the cameras watching, to know that it's very easy to put cameras everywhere and know when people are tense without them saying anything. And then using that to manipulate the situation via the meta game design of Big Brother where they throw in twists when people don't want them. Yeah, that's what's happening right here. Social manipulation on a meta extreme level. Then Shirabe spoke. Don't listen to him. Where's the proof? My money says he's just trying to drive a wedge between us after the teamwork he saw last night. Yup. Take it for face value. Exactly. Thank you, Shido. Everyone just can't trust a pig. If I hadn't seen Shirabe with the statue the day before, I probably would have agreed too. But as things were, this just makes him more suspicious. Saki. I know, we're fine with leaving him as suspicious. We don't have to escalate things, we'll only panic ourselves. Oh, Saki. Then again, Mitarashi was on the phone too. Maybe he was talking to Hogstein. No. Saki, just... no. No. Pig's words about a traitor in our midst kept echoing around in my head. What's wrong? You look like you're only half here. Yeah, sorry. Did I really look that out of it? Yeah, you really shouldn't take anything that guy says without, like, 20 grains of salt. You're right. I know. It's just... Hey, believe me. I know how you feel, but it's way more likely he's just trying to shake us up. Okay, I know. I gave him the best smile I could manage, and tried to act like everything was alright. It wasn't, though. Wakasa hadn't seen what I had. How could he know? All I'm saying is, you shouldn't let your guard down just because you think you're pals now. Oink K? Because I'm pork chops. Oh, right! The use of cell phones in any of our little games in the future is completely against the rules. They make things so boring. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's move on to the next attraction. Today's game is waiting. I'm actually... Alright. What do we think we got? We've got RPG first, racing. We have Brown Industrial Complex. We walk toward the next game in silence. Guess they're all nervous too. This dire mood will do nothing for our confidence. We must raise our spirits. Incidentally, what is our next destination? He clapped his hands together as he spoke and looked around smiling. He's the guy. He's it. I think it's the Bloodstained Hospital. There we go. Horror. The original is a survival horror game set in rural Japan. It sounded like Miyoshi knew quite a bit. Okay, so we're going Silent Hill, Fatal Frame, what's the other one? What's the one with the guys that are backwards on their... I don't remember. Okay. You explore an abandoned hospital with a flashlight and try to avoid the zombies. It's a little different from most games because instead of a health bar, it has a terror gauge. And when your terror maxes out, you die. And when you die in the game, you die in real life. Horror game. Oh no, Wakasa. Hey, Mustard Clinic at the Galactic Productions Park has the same kind of hospital setup. Oh yeah, I remember. I went there for a gig once. Really? That thing's a blast, right? Oh, Mustard Clinic. You seem to know an awful lot about it. Well, I just heard about it, you know? Girls like that kind of stuff, and they're always talking about it at work. That is A, good save, and B, I can't ask any further. I can't press any further on that, so well played. Oh man, I'm really not good with scary stuff. Well, at least it looked like we'd know a little bit about the attraction going into it. Worried about the traitor, though. Ugh, Saki, stop it. Stop it. Couldn't focus on the game we'd be playing. What if one of us was working for the pig? Traitor, life and death situation. Traitor, life and death situations. Something just darted across the screen. Something spooky. What's wrong? I thought I saw someone moving in the shadows over there. Are you sure? I didn't see anything. What was that? It wasn't a piglet. And it wasn't my imagination. Because it had its own image sprite, so... Sorry, I didn't misbelieve that. Kinda hard to believe that pig had let any intruders in here, you know? That's the sound. That's what a traitor would say. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It had looked too small to be a piglet. Perhaps I was just seeing things. I feel like if we call someone out on being a traitor and they reflexively call us back on it, that would be a pretty good way of rooting out a mole if it came to that, which it doesn't, because even if there is a mole and we're all working together, that's a tricky situation. They could sabotage us, but at the same time, we're all working together, so as long as we're succeeding, everything's fine. The Bloodstained Hospital was a strange building with a giant needle stuck into it. That sure looks pretty spooky. Looks gaudy. Not spooky. Looks gaudy. I could see the blood drain out of Wakus's face. Guess he wasn't kidding about not being good with scary stuff. I felt a little sorry for him, but we didn't exactly have a choice. Now it's time for everyone to step into the Bloodstained Hospital of Terror to find its secret and escape. What do you think? Pretty easy, huh? Bye! And he's out. So, haunted house. We walk in, walk through, and leave out the backside. Hopefully. Exit through the gift shop, you know? His forced cheerfulness contrasted especially strangely with the creepy appearance of the hospital. In fact, it made it even scarier. Well, it seems we must enter before we can begin. Right, let's move it, people. No sooner had we approached the entrance than we encountered our first obstacle. There were 3 huge doors instead of a single one. So, can we just enter whichever one we want? Wait, there's something written over them. What language is that? I can't read it. It's Italian. It translates to, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." You know Italian. Stared at him incredulously. Ah, yes, the gate to hell from Dante's Inferno. Thank you, Shirabe. He smiled knowingly, tapped his forehead. That was when I realized what was really behind the grim feelings I'd been experiencing. It would suck if the traitor destroyed the team we've built, even if we have only known each other for 2 days. But if we lost even one person, we'd be in real trouble. Saki, losing one person means they are dead. You don't it's not like losing a life in a game. You're like... We'd be in real trouble. Each attraction so far has needed every single one of us in some way. Okay, that's true too, that all people have been kind of a part of it. But yesterday's wasn't. We just needed 2 winners, and then they took care of the rest. We only needed 1 person who could solve a puzzle. Hey, are you alright? Oh yeah. Sorry, I just kind of spaced out for a minute. So, what should we do? Well, I'm concerned that sending all of us through one door could end up wasting time. I think our best course of action is going to be to split up. You don't split up in a haunted house! What are you guys doing? Stop it! Stop it! God! How do we want to split up? Do I get a pick? I get a pick, I get a pick. Nope, all of you guys are losers, so I'm gonna pick. Guess I don't really care either. Gimme, 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 I can do it. I would be happy to work with any of you. Mitarashi's face broke into a wide grin, and I could almost see the gears spinning up in his head. Oh no. Hey, Miyoshi, you're with me. Nah, what? That cool with you? I mean, we gotta make groups eventually, right? Miyoshi's like, I don't like how this looks. Miyoshi didn't seem particularly thrilled. Not that I mind, but why are you picking him? Oh, well, no reason. 'Cause he wants his body and he thinks he's sexy. Baby, why don't let me go? You're acting pretty suspicious, Mitarashi. What are you hiding? I'm not hiding anything, cop. You really gotta see the worst in everybody. Just hurry up and pick a group. Are they fighting or are they friend fighting? Now everything's in contention. I could see another, possibly real, fight brewing when Miyoshi finally spoke. No. I don't want to get bombarded with questions again. Oh, snap. Turn it around. God, no, shut up, you idiot. Wait, what is this? Suddenly, all eyes were on Mitarashi. He chewed it at his cheek for several long seconds before finally conceding. I might have asked him about a few things. Like, what? Come on, what the hell else? What do you ask a nerd about? Video games. I mean, like, all the attractions here are based off of games, so I started wondering about stuff. He asked me about all sorts of things. Sorts of terrible things. What genres were popular, how different games worked, what systems they're played on, how much they cost. Well, who doesn't do some research before they go buy something? I'm not a search engine. Mayoshi is not a search engine! He just wouldn't shut up about it. I tried to get away from him by going to my room, but then he just called me by his cell phone. Hold on. I see. I think I get it. Then that means Mitarashi was talking to Mayoshi on the phone last night. I let out a silent sigh of relief. This means that Mitarashi wasn't a traitor. But I still don't have anything that clears Shirabe. Well, okay, he's cleared, but why did he keep that a secret? It's like, dude, we get it. Maybe he's too proud to admit that he doesn't know things. And he wants to, have the leg up on everyone else. Know something before someone else does. It sucks when you're left behind in the conversation. I glanced over at him while everyone was busy teasing Mitarashi, but he looked just like he always did, totally unconcerned. If we can get back to the subject at hand, I'd recommend each group take one of the adults. Shido, Urabe, and myself. We're splitting up into adults and kids. That is an interesting way to move about, I guess. Hey, are you saying I'm not an adult? Oh wait, was Mitarashi out of that group? Oh. Lol. Shido simply ignored Mitarashi's protests and rattled off the group assignments. Everyone's just like, shut up Mitarashi, you're a kid. We'll split up as follows. Mayoshi will come with me, Shirabe will go with Wakasa, and Urabe is with Mitarashi. As for you, Inafune... Oh yeah, I was like, that adds up. If we go in pairs, but... Oh, they weren't talking about me. Okay. I'll keep an eye on you. I mean, I took an arrow for you already, right? You can't be trusted, Mitarashi. As an officer of the law, I'm sworn to protect the innocent, and that's what I intend to do. They're gonna fight over me! Hey, hold on. Don't you think you should come with us? I mean, we got Shirabe. Plus, it won't be as scary with more people. I'm gonna go with Wakasa. I don't like these man bros fighting over me like that. Quiet now. We must allow the young lady to make her choice. Okay, all that circulated into drama that perpetuated me choosing my own choice anyways. Apparently they weren't putting me in a group to begin with. I silently thanked him. More desperate pleas were not what I needed. Desperate pleas. I want to go with Shirabe and Wakasa. That just sounds like fun.